has a good name. It's the owner of a good name, even if it doesn't have a name yet. That app, the app, as I discussed in the previous video, how we're looking for experiences. But, and X means going out, meaning experiences is newness, is something new, something we didn't have to learn. And as we saw by the letter X, they're trying to convey that to go out, you have to kiss, meaning you have to create a connection. And the more you're connected, the more you're in tune with the other party that you're connecting with, the more of a new reality comes from the mix. If there's a tiny little mix, it doesn't really mix up, it's just a little change, but if it's more it changes, it like you could and that's the pleasure, of the world, as we were discussing before. As we see experiences, and the Baal Shem Tov explains it the same way. So the app. But in our life, we don't have that many good experiences. How do we get to do this? How do we? So the problem is that we just need a good platform. Meaning, imagine if we could create where each experience that I have is a combination, within that platform, it creates for me that kind of reality that I see it as a combination of a previous experience and a build up on the next, on even previous experiences on top of each other, and so that could give us an opportunity for newness, for experiences that we don't have, because right now I try to have an experience. So the first question is, how do I create some newness by connecting to another person and having a good connection? It's so hard to find that, because each person has their own agenda, and how do we make that we want to really connect to each other? Where do we have such a platform? So I'm saying platform because look at Instagram. Instagram created, because they have their particular platform, they created millions of foodies, millions of photographers, millions of people who appreciate beauty all of a sudden, because they have a platform to showcase it, to they had a way to express it. So it got them into it. It got people into it, and all of a sudden people are enjoying much more their lives every minute because of that. So all what was needed was the right platform. So the question is there a platform where we, instead of having experiences that, first of all, how do we create the first experience connection, and how do we create on top of that continuous build-ups of experiences? So that's where the app comes into the picture. It's a simple app. Now, simple app. Thing is that basically, I once heard someone was explaining that what Steve Jobs did with a smartphone, with an internet connection to it, with a worldwide interconnection, and because it's a phone, it's like an external hard drive of the human mind at this point, and an external hard drive which is constantly connected and gives feedback back and forth. It's like there. Sometimes just like a person could decide, I'm not opening that file. He doesn't open his phone and doesn't look, doesn't connect, but good. and it's an external hard drive that's connected to the whole world, to all external hard drives of the humans. So he created an extension to the human mind where it's connected to all. So that's where there would be an opportunity to see if we could create that platform of, because we're basically putting it into this external hard drive of the human mind. So even a simple change is a change in the way the human mind will structure itself, because that's part of it. It's a different pattern that it's going to take. Now, so now the app. Let's just that was all just explaining what it's about, what conceptual, what the goal of the app is, a certain way. But now let me talk about the process, the logistics. How does it actually work?